Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This bill was sent to me by a viewer, and I am going to preface this video by saying that I don't think it has much chance, if any, of passing. Sure, we do teeter closer and closer to a dystopian hellscape every day, and California, Massachusetts, and New York are on the forefront of that between their gun laws, sex ed for preschoolers, and harvesting convicts' organs in exchange for time off their sentences, but I think that this one is too far-fetched even for them. Well, actually, I am going to amend that and say that I think it's too far-fetched for 2023. I'm sure it'll resurface in a few years and one of the blue states will adopt it as a social experiment at that point. Anyways, I still wanted to talk about it because it highlights how much the anti-gun left thinks that we live in a sci-fi movie. Now, before I get into all the ways that Maryland Democrats want to violate your privacy and your rights, this video is brought to you with the help of ExpressVPN, the world's top-rated VPN. With ExpressVPN, you get private and secure internet worldwide on any device and 24/7 support. It's the one that I personally use, and they haven't blacklisted me for my politics. And anyone signing up through my link will get 3 months free with their annual subscription. So check them out with the link down in the description and the pinned comment. Maryland Delegate Pam Queen has introduced a bill that would require all guns to come with an embedded tracker and would establish a database for said trackers. Queen's bill, HB 704, says, for the purpose of prohibiting a person from engaging in a certain bulk firearm transfer unless each firearm that is part of the transfer contains a certain tracker, requiring a seller or other transferor who engages in a bulk firearm transfer to transmit to the Secretary of State Police certain information, providing that a violation of this act is a civil offense, requiring the Secretary to establish a certain database, and generally relating to tracking technology for firearms. The so-called embedded tracker, which isn't creepy at all, would be an RFID chip. Remember when the left said that no one wants to microchip you? It would be required to be outfitted to the frame or receiver in a way that removing it would render the gun inoperable. Each chip would have a unique tracking signature to be transmitted to the Maryland State Police and their handy-dandy database that sounds suspiciously like a high-tech registry. What's more is it would allow the police to see in real time every time a gun was moved and where it went, whether it was being moved to a safe, out for a day at the range, or was legally being carried by a concealed carry license holder around town. AKA, they're not just tracking your guns, they're also tracking you. So in essence, not only is this bill a huge invasion of privacy, a violation of standing protections for gun owners, as well as illegal search and seizure, it's also technologically impossible. Sure, the lack of micro-stamping technology didn't stop California from passing a law requiring it, but this is some next-level Star Trek fever dream, and gun owners are the red shirts. Nevertheless, a violation of this bill, should it ever pass in the next decade, would be a $2,500 fine. And while we all might point and laugh at the legislators who obviously know nothing about what it is they're trying to legislate, it's also scary that gun owners are viewed so poorly that the left thinks that we need to be serialized, cataloged, and GPS tracked in order to exist in society. And that should be the real takeaway from this bill. That is it for this video, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment for the algorithm powers that be. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and happy shooting.